We are seeing the presentation, but not in presentation mode. Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so are you ready to start? To introduce you.
Yes, I am.
Great. Okay, we have 83 people. Great. Okay, so thank you so much for all for taking the time to invest in your education and also to be prepared for the virtual fair. Remember that this is a workshop that we are giving to you to be prepared for the virtual fair that we are having on Thursday. So the intention is to give you more skills to be ready for those interviews. So right now we have Carolina in the call. Carolina is an organizational psychologist and human resources leader with over 7 years of experience driving people and cultural strategy. She partners with leadership teams and design initiatives and strengthen organizational culture and accelerate talent development and improve employee engagement and retention. So she has a lot of experience and she is giving us some tips and tricks today with the workshop of how to position yourself in the job market. So I'm sure that Karina will share with us a lot of good tips and tricks for all the interviews that we will have on Thursday to be very successful. So the floor is yours, Carolina. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining the meeting. It's a great pleasure to see many people interested in this meeting. Like Kevin said, I'm a psychologist by my degree is in psychology, and I have over 7 years of experience working in human resources. I focus on working with the managers and how they can develop their teams. So my focus is in development and people and culture. So for today workshop, we will have how you can position yourself in the job market. And this is the agenda that we will be covered during this time. We will have the right mindset before applying, your professional brand or your LinkedIn, and the strategic CV, soft skills that truly matter, smart networking, and how to stand out in an interview, and start strong closing and call to action. So before to start, so many of you can think that the recruitment process start with the first interview, but the recruitment process start way before that, because the recruitment process is all the research and all the investigation that takes you to start applying with some company. Many companies don't always hire the most technical candidate. They hire the one who communicates value, builds trust, and shows potential. Companies are not always looking. Of course, the technical skill set is something very important. That is why it's included in the job description. But what is most important during a recruitment process is that you shows to the recruitment and the manager, the hiring manager or the employee, is that you are the right fit for the company. Is that, and how you can achieve that? You can achieve that because you can research about the company, you can research about the DNA that the company has, you can research about the OKRs of or the mission and values that the company has. So many people start applying everywhere without any strategy. Many people don't read the full descriptions, the job descriptions, and don't research about the company. Like I said, that is, for me, is a main tip that I can share with you today. Research about the company, research about what are the values of the company, what are the core DNA of the company. And during that interviewing process and the recruitment process, and during your build your CV, you have to make sure that you are like aligning and you are like positioning yourself as the right fit for the company culture. So the right approach when you start looking for another job position or your first experience is to think, what problem does the company needs to be solved? So what are the problems that the company has? And you might think, how I can know that? The problem that the company has is that they are looking for that position. They need that position, and how you can add value to that position. That is the solution that you're bringing and the value that you're bringing to that company in their interviewing process. Like I said, the most important thing is to think, how do my skills can fit into that, and what value I can bring. Even if you don't have any formal experience, you have to think in the skills, in the soft skills and the technical skills that you are bringing. You have to sell yourself as the main fit for the problem that is this job requirement. Your professional brand. So many people may think that they are not into social media, so they don't use LinkedIn much, but LinkedIn is not any social media. LinkedIn is the way that can position yourself to the best opportunities, can position yourself, and can be the path for yourself to start networking in reaching you to the best job opportunities. So LinkedIn is not only an online CV. LinkedIn is your professional storefront. So what key elements should have your LinkedIn? Okay, first, the professional photo. You cannot share any selfies. You have to have a photo with a neutral background and something very clear and approachable image. You don't need to have like a professional photo shoot. You can take your photos at home with any like neutral background, any like outfit very professional, in something that is like related to the social media that you are using. um, you have to use a strategic headline. The headline is not only what are you. You are not only an industrial engineering student. You are an industrial engineering student interested in process optimization, data analysis, Excel, Power BI, and any other interest that you might have. You can share it there. um, the about section, you should answer of who I am, why I'm interested in, what value do I bring. Always remember the value. You are selling yourself as the right fit, as the value for the company. You are the right fit for the culture, and what value are you bringing. So you always have to think about how you can answer it and how you can communicate that in your CV and in your LinkedIn profile. The experience sections, even it's not a formal employment, even if you don't have like I said, a formal employee previous experience, you can share about any projects that you've been working on, that you have experience, any research, any volunteer, or anything that you are working during your university that can add value, to know about your experience, to know about your strengths and the value that you are bringing. The soft skills, like I said, the soft skills are the more important part of the interview process, and not only for interview process. If you are looking for develop yourself or your career path, you are very happy in the company that you are and you want to grow, the soft skills are the thing that makes a difference for that development, for that another job opportunity, for be the right fit, and for development your career path. Why? Because that are like the reflection that you have the skills to develop yourself, no matter in what position they can put you. So the technical skills, like I said, are very important. That is why are included in the job description. But the most important thing is that the company needs to know that you have the right soft skills to, no matter what happens in your daily basis, you can do it and you can resolve any problem. And that is through your soft skills. So the soft skills are behavioral patterns, and how do you respond under pressure, how do you communicate ideas, how do you handle feedback, and how you collaborate with others. Company don't only hire knowledge, they hire behavior. So they are looking for people that are the fit where they're with their culture. Many technologies companies are, of course, work with technology and everything, but many technology companies have their social responsibility projects. So what is something that can add value to your interview? uh, if you do the research before the interview, you can search about the projects that you are interested to work with, or about projects that you have experience with social responsibility, like helping kids, like projects with environment, or anything related. That is the things that add value through your interview process, because that shows that you are like the right skilled, and you have like the right soft skills for the company culture that they have. In engineer roles, companies highly value clear communication, critical thinking, teamwork, adaptability, fast learning ability. So it's not only that during the interview you can share, oh yes, I have clear communication, I have critical thinking. No, you can search more about these soft skills, and you can search for examples, like specific examples where you can like share that you have that soft skills. Like, during this project I have to work with many different teamworks, so team members. So I have to communicate with them and start planning like the objectives for this project, because our purpose of this project was blah 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 blah. So that's very important, how you can share with the company and the interviewer that you have that soft skills, that you have really communication skills, that you have really critical thinking, through the examples that you can share about your experience. How you can develop your soft skills. The soft skills is not only related to your personality. It's not something that you born with or without it. It's something that you can develop. So the skills, technical skills, make you qualified, but the soft skills make you chosen. So you can search for the soft skills of any specific position, and you can start learning. It's something that you can develop. Like I said, it's something that you can start, like I having trouble with time management, so I will start looking for time management strategies where I can start practice every day. Like, I can start today with this time management strategy. Next week I will try with this other time management strategy, and like that you are training yourself and develop yourself in a specific soft skills. But you can, like I said, learn about the soft skills that you think my the company or the position needs. You can search in Coursera, edX, LinkedIn Learning, or books like The Mindset or Atomic Habits. Applying and practice is a skill. So it's like riding a bike, riding to start driving. So it's something very important that you not only search for the soft skills and start learning about the soft skills, but you have to apply it in practice and to improve every day. So every day take a minute and think, how did I did it, what I can change, what I can start working with, what other soft skills I should start working and develop. Smart networking. So networking is not only asking for a job, it's building relationships. So if you ever want to position yourself, if you ever want to grow in the company that you already are, if you ever want to develop your career path, you have to have the right networking. So that is why LinkedIn is so important, because LinkedIn can help you to connect with people that you have similar interests, people that work in the company that you want to apply, people that can search, like share, sorry, any mentoring tips can you can use as a mentor for your development. So for me, the main tip here is to start looking in LinkedIn the companies that you want to work with, and you there can find people that work there, and you can start following, or you can search for people that are very active in LinkedIn and share content about things that you are into, that you would like to know, and you can start connect with them. That will help you to connect with professionals in companies that you admire, to send short, respectful message, ask for advice, not only for employment, attend technical events. There are posted many events that you may need to attend, and engage with LinkedIn content. Strategic hiring importance. So before the interview, like I said, when you start applying, it not only start with the first interview. It starts way before. It starts when you start applying. So when do you research about the company, you understand about their products, their culture, and their mission. You don't have to be an expert about that company, but you need to know about their culture, about their products, and about their mission, because during the interview is that part, that culture, that will like set you like the right fit for that position. And you can prepare examples using the STAR method. The STAR method of situation, task, action, and result will help you to share your experience through examples. Like interviewers are not only to identify if you have experience in this or not. They are looking if you have the experience and if you have the right skills for the job position. So it's very important that you only not share like, yes, I have experience in leading projects. No, you have to change that mindset, and you have to start sharing with them, I have experience in this type of projects. There was a situation where we need to develop this project, we have this problem, so I did A, B, C, D to solve that problem, and the outcome at the end was A, B, C, D. You have to share like specific situations, and like I said, you don't have to have like former employment experience to share that. You can share about work that you do. You can share about some special projects, some volunteers, some workshops that you did, or anything related, but you have to share about a specific example. So that is how the interviewers can know that you are telling the truth, first of all, and they can check that you were really applying the skill set that they are looking for. During the interview, the recruiters are evaluating if you can communicate clearly, if you are confident but coachable. All the companies are searching for people that are um, available to grow and to learn. They are not looking for someone that has all the knowledge and they don't have to teach anything. They are looking for people that are available to stretch and to learn more about the product, the company, the culture, and everything they can share with you. If you show genuine interest in, if you demonstrate growth mindset, if you can explain your projects clearly. So it's very important that you don't memorize your answers, because each interview can change. But it's very important that you can do like a brainstorm before the interview, and at least have in your mind what projects you want to share during that interview, what projects you want to share, what projects you can share about the value, about how do you solve it, about what do you do, and all everything about that you can think might bring value to the interview. So don't memorize answers, listen carefully to the question, don't anticipate your answers. Always take time, like you have the question and you breathe, count until three, and after that you start answer the question. That is something very important because that shows that you know how to listen and you are preparing yourself for the answer. So be honest, if you don't know anything specifically, if you don't have any technical skill or anything, like be honest, that won't like remove you for the opportunity, but that will help the interviewer to know more about your profile, and ask thoughtful question at the end. So you can always, if you ask question at the end, you are sharing that you have interest in genuine interest in the company. What type of questions can you ask? What is the next steps of the interview process? When I can know more about the decision? What benefits do you have? What career path do you offer? What people I should contact to know more about the company, what social media I can follow to know more about the company, and things like that. Things that can help you to show yourself that you are very interested and be part of the company. Common mistakes, no researching for the company. Like I said, before applying, you have to research to the company. Some people, like, I don't know, maybe you are only looking for work from home positions, and some people don't read about the company, don't read about the job description that is posted. So they are like applying in one step of their interview process. They say this is like an on-site role, or this is a hybrid role. So they are like losing time, and they are making the recruiter losing time. So it's very important to research about the company. And like I said, this will help you to position yourself as the right fit, because this is how you can share that you are the right fit accordingly with their culture. Not being able to explain projects clearly. Like I said, you don't have to memorize answers for the interview, but you have to have in mind what projects do you want to share and what impact did you make with that project. How do you solve that? Specific examples, and what value did you add? Empty or incomplete LinkedIn profiles. Always that you want to apply to a company position, they will check your LinkedIn profile, because your LinkedIn profile will reflect if you are really the right fit for the company or not, with the content that you share, that you follow, and all the experience there, if all the experience that match with the experience that you already shared in your CV. And passive attitude. What HR look for that no one's tell you. We are looking for more into potential rather than experience. We are looking more in attitude rather than grades. Communication rather than technical knowledge alone, and growth mindset rather than perfection. Sometimes you see some people in a specific position that you say, I don't know how they came there. I don't know how they did it to be in that position. And it's because they can sell them good. They can sell them as the right fit. They can sell them, they can communicate. Maybe they don't have all the technical skills that you can have, but they sell them good. They sell them as the right fit. And that's what you have to keep in mind when you are applying to any job position, to any job offer. You always have to keep in mind what I'm adding value to this company, what value I'm adding, what I'm bringing to the company, and how I fit into the company culture. So don't wait until graduation to position yourself. The job market doesn't reward only those who know the most, it rewards those who can communicate their value. So I encourage yourself to update your LinkedIn profile this week to identify your soft skills and identify the soft skills of the company that you want to apply. So you can start working on that. You can start working and learning and develop that soft skills that help you position during your interview process, practice interview, and start building your network now. So that's all that I have for you. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Um, I can share my Kevin can share my LinkedIn profile if you want to reach out with me. If you have any questions or any doubt or any concern, you can reach out to me. I'll be happy to assist you. And I don't know if anyone have any question or anything.
Thank you so much, Carolina. It was a great presentation. We have a lot of good comments here and a lot of people. So I think that it's very, very valuable, your presentation. So I think we have a couple of, we have only 2 minutes, but we can ask you maybe a couple of questions. The first one is regarding of the point that you mentioned at the end of the presentation with
Mhm.
the how to sell yourself to be the right fit to any position. Some advices that you can give us to sell yourself in a good way.
Okay, you can search for the DNA of the company. So you can self and position yourself. Like I said, um, if you see that the company always are sharing in their website in their social media about their social responsibility projects, you can search for what type of projects they do. They focus in environmental projects, they focus in working with kids, working with um, women, or any focus they can have. And you can, during their interview, you can like share with them that you really enjoy working with kids, you are looking for a company that helps women, that helps developing women in technology, but you most need to start looking for the DNAs of the company and how you can like fit and do the right match between the DNA of the company, like the core values of the company, and with your interest. So during the interview, you can share like, okay, we have similar interests in. We have you have the company has projects for social responsibility. I have interest in social responsibility. The company has professional development projects. I would like to be part of the professional development projects because that's what I'm looking for my career. But yes, you need to search about the company, the core values, and the DNA, and do like the right fit and the right match between your interest and the DNA or core values of the company.
Awesome, thank you. And maybe the last one in the last minute is regarding of the communication. You apply to the interview and everything. How do you ask for the status of the interview? If you are good, if you pass to the next session, or if we are not a good fit in the position? How do you manage the communication with all the interviewers?
Yes, always ask at the end of the interview, always ask what is the next step of the interview. Normally, the interview have like a previous screening that is doing by the recruitment team, like the talent acquisition team will have like a previous screening where they can check if you have like all the checklist, if you have like the soft skills, the technical skills, and if you are the right fit, they will send your profile to the managers. Mostly companies work like that. And if the manager likes your profile in the notes from the recruiter, they will set an interview. And after that interview with the hiring manager, maybe you will need to have to do an assessment, to do another interview. So it's very important that at the end of the interview, you need to ask what is the next step of the process, and like approximately how many days I can know, or I can have information, or I can have an update about the process. So there you can know, if I don't know, if the recruiter said to you, this is a very urgent position, we are trying to set like the interviews next week. So you will know that if by the end of the next week you haven't reached out, so that is uh, that that you will find your answer, that maybe you didn't go through the next step. But you can always ask for an email of the recruiter where you can ask if you are still active in the process. But always, always, always at the end of the interview, ask if there is another step in the process. So there you can know how many days you can expect to have an answer.
Great. Thank you so much. I think we are done with the time, but thank you so much for all your questions. We are trying to get a combine of everything, but thanks all for the attention, for the time. Thank you so much, Carolina, for all the information. I think that was very, very valuable. The recording will be shared with all of you, team, with in the resources of the virtual fair, and there as well you can find more information about the companies and everything. So thank you so much for the time. Thank you, Carolina, again. It was a great presentation and see you. Thank you so much. See you on Thursday. Goodbye.
Thank you all. Bye.